It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's Christmas time. That means Latin Christmas desserts. Today we're making a spin on tres leches, Coquito style. Come on, let's get started. Coquito is a traditional Caribbean drink that is made out of coconut and is infused with rum. I'm using an alternative, but you can definitely keep it with the alcohol. And I'm going to infuse that coquito flavor into the tres leches cake. I wanted a cake that was not too cakey, that it'll all fall apart, and not too spongy where it actually tastes like a sponge. And so I figured, what if I use a regular cake box mix and turn it into a sponge cake? Let's check it out. I'm using a Betty Crocker vanilla cake mix, but you can use whatever brand you want. For this recipe, I'm using 2 boxes. It's necessary to sift the cake mix into a bowl because sponge cake is achieved by incorporating air and we don't want anything to weigh it down. Do the same with the second box. In 2 separate bowls, we're going to separate the egg whites and the egg yolks. Here I'm using 6 eggs, 3 eggs per box. We're going to beat the egg whites until we reach stiff peaks. This is the main step to make this box cake mix a sponge cake. By beating the egg whites, we're incorporating air, which will aid in the cake becoming airy and spongy. To our cake mix, we're going to add 2 cups of water, the 6 egg yolks, and instead of using vegetable or canola oil, I'm using coconut oil to keep with that coconut flavor. Melt 1 cup and add that to the mix. Mix well until everything is incorporated. It's properly mixed when you can make a figure 8 on top of the batter without sinking. Now we're going to add some of the egg whites to loosen the batter. Then gently fold in the rest of the egg whites. Do not whisk or stir vigorously or you'll deflate the cake. Pour the sponge cake batter into a greased and floured 13-inch Pyrex pan. Place in a 350-degree oven for 40 minutes, or until a knife inserted in the center comes out clean. Pull out of the oven and set on a wire rack to cool. Cake should spring back when pressed. While the cake is cooling, let's make the 3 milks which gives this dessert its name. In a large bowl, add 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can coconut milk, and 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I like to grate a fresh cinnamon stick, but you can use ground cinnamon. Normally, we would add rum, but to make this kid-friendly, we don't want the kids bouncing off the walls, I'm adding a rum alternative made by Ritual Zero Proof. I'll leave the link in the description if you're interested. You can also use rum extract, which I've used to make virgin coquitos. Now let's soak our cake with the tres leches. If you notice, I cut the top off the cake to make soaking it much easier and to allow room for the whipped cream later. Take a fork and poke holes throughout the cake. This will help the milks to get down to the bottom of the cake. Ladle the 3 milks along the edges first, then over the entire cake. Take a fork and poke holes in the other direction. And ladle more of the milks. Wrap tightly with saran wrap. Now let's make our whipped cream. In a bowl, add 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. Add half a cup of powdered sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Beat until it forms stiff peaks. Top the Tres Leches cake with the whipped cream. Now all that's left is to garnish with some toasted coconut flakes and maraschino cherries. Wow, take a look at that. So here we have our Coquito Tres Leches cake. You can see that those milks have saturated that cake, that sponge cake. But let's try. You have that coquito flavor coming through, that whipped cream, the little toasted coconut on top, giving it a little bit of crunch. I'm so happy. If you like this video, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all new content. Also, check out these other Christmas recipes that I'm sure you're going to love. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. Just one more bite. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Okay.